was that?
Tiger Woods.
Whoa. Do you like Tiger?
I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
Indifferent.
Indifferent, I agree.
He's alright.
If you ladies could actually turn the letters around from there, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Why indifferent?
I'm not into golf really, so
That's true.
I don't really care.
Not the biggest golf fan, but I've watched a few of his matches, and I think he's a good player. I just feel like his personal life is too exposed.
That is true. I do agree with that.
What personal life things happen?
Him cheating on his wife.
With a lot of affairs actually.
Yeah, a lot of affairs.
She beat him with a golf club.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, so as far as like,
I think ever since that scandal, he has definitely gone downhill. And then his injuries have definitely hurt him. And he just really hasn't done much since the scandal.
Before the scandal happened in 2009, November 2009, what do you think his brand was? What was his brand before? Not Nike. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but
what do you think
brand.
his brand as an athlete was?
he was well respected. That was for sure.
And he's the best golfer in the world.
Right. He was looked up to even by like the companies and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
And I believe it was 2010, Nike had a campaign in support of him that said, winning solves everything, or something along those lines. Pretty much saying that regardless of what he does away from golf, that winning can cure all. Do you have a problem with that method? You think it's kind of factual a little bit? How do you feel about that?
A little factual. I think at the end of the day, regardless of your personal life, if it doesn't hinder you from performing athletically, then so be it.
But I feel like he'll always have that perception of you, especially like your personal life comes into play, and people look at you that way instead of like, oh, he's a great athlete, yeah, he's winning, but like look at what he's been doing.
So you feel like there's a part of him being great, and also is a little bit of a social responsibility that's associated with it as well.
I agree.
So after he had came out with his statement and everything about what had happened, he lost roughly $22 million in endorsement deals as soon as the story broke. He's been able to get he retained his deal with Nike, but he's still been able to get some things back. Do you feel like that's fair to some golfers who have a squeaky clean reputation off of the golf course? And do you feel like is just because of who he is, that's the reason why he got those back?
I think it's not fair, but life isn't fair, and if you're good, regardless of your social life. I mean, what he did was wrong, but it doesn't have anything to do with the athlete he is. I mean, if he's the best, he's the best.
So you would label his greatness based more off of his performances on the golf course rather than his personal life?
As long as he's not taking like illegal substances to make him better or anything like that, then yeah.
So one last thing I'll say about Tiger is he was never arrested. Although he did have, he slept with many women, had adultery cases all over. There are women stepping forth little by little. He never was arrested. He did not commit a crime, but in the moral code that we live in, he did commit a serious offense. Do you feel like, because of his situation, especially admitting that he was a sex addict eventually, does he get a little bit more empathy from you because of that? Although, obviously, like I said, the moral code outside of that, does he get a little bit more empathy as to what happened to him?
What he did was wrong, regardless, moral code or not, empathy as far as that goes. I mean, he has an addiction, so that's understandable, but you still broke the vow between him and his wife. So I don't give him any leeway for that.
Do you still see him as a great athlete?
Yes.
Off of his performances on the golf course?
In his entire career, I would look at him as
He's still okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that he's been able to repair his brand to some extent?
To some extent,
Yeah.
I guess. Like I said, I don't really follow him, so I don't really know what he's been doing lately, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.